In this video, we're going to cover kick sparring. This is single response kick sparring. This is a tool to help you learn how to use your kicks in a competition style sparring setup so that you get better at moving with those so that eventually you can use them in a self-defense situation. So we're going to use Mr. Jackson and Mr. Xander here to demonstrate this. I'm going to go over the details real quick. Here are the rules. You'll start by facing each other and bowing just like we normally do, and then you'll be able to use only kicks. You'll only be able to respond with one kick at a time. You should be trying to work on your countering. So if somebody strikes with a straight line kick, you're going to counter with a circular kick and vice versa. You should also be working on your blocking and covering skills to deal with those strikes. All right, so I'm going to have Mr. Jackson and Mr. Xander here show you how this works, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. And then we're going to speed it up a little bit and show you the different levels that come with different levels of expertise. All right, so guys, go ahead and face each other and bow. Excellent. Okay, so they're going to start in their great fighting stance here. They're in what we call an open stance. So Mr. Jackson's going to go ahead and begin. He attacks. Xander responds. And they're going nice and slow here. This is a fairly decent speed. That's okay, guys. Go ahead and break. So normally as a beginner, you're going to be a little bit slower than that. As a beginner, you've got a maximum of 3 seconds of wait time between strikes. That's a long time. I'm going to go ahead and have these guys demonstrate that because as a beginner, you may be working on your creativity and learning when to place techniques and thinking about which technique goes next. So guys, let's go a little bit slower. Okay, so they face each other and bow, go to their fighting stance. So Jackson strikes. Xander's going to think about it a little bit. He's going to attack with a circular kick. Boom. Then Jackson's going to attack with another circular kick. And then we get a straight line kick. Now Jackson pauses, and so Xander has the opportunity to go ahead and step in with another strike. Even though it's single kick sparring, if Jackson's not doing anything after Xander strikes, Xander can choose to switch it up and strike first so that then Jackson has to respond. So Jackson comes in with an axe kick here. And then we get a side kick from Mr. Xander. So you see how that's circular, straight line, back and forth. Okay, so as an intermediate student, it should look a little bit more like the first time. We're going to go ahead and have these guys bow and do it again. Your striking chain, the times between your strikes and responses should be closer to 1 second to 1.5 seconds. So let's go ahead and show that, guys. Make sure you're using great blocking techniques and great movement. You should be able to move and adjust your distance as we do this. Boom, there we go, good. Axe kick happens, and the side kick to finish. Excellent. Okay, guys, go ahead and move this way for me just a little bit. Awesome. Okay, now, as an advanced student, if you're working on just this single kick sparring, your attack and your defense should be almost simultaneous. So that if Jackson throws a roundhouse kick at Mr. Xander's immediately going to block it and then respond with a kick of his own. So we're going to show that whole deal at a little bit higher rate of speed so that you can see the attacking and the defending happening at the same time. All right, guys, go ahead and face each other and bow. Fighting stance, please, and begin. Excellent. Okay, you see how they both maintained great balance. They kept their hands up. They blocked when they needed to block. They moved when they needed to move. That's what I'm looking for at an advanced level with these techniques. Now, these guys aren't wearing gear. When you do this in class, you will be wearing your sparring gear, so make sure you bring that to class. And that is our kick sparring.